What's up, everybody? Unbroken Reign here. Something very special has happened. As of November 23rd, Thrones is going to be 6 months old. Brood Vipers turned a year old in October, and 6 Feet Deep is coming up on a year next month. So we just wanted to come out and say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. The album is over a total of 300,000 streams now, which is absolutely mind-blowing. We wanted to give a big shout out to Kingdom Core for the rock, heavy praise for being with us from the jump and giving us a lot of support and helping to get our name out there. Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been wild.
End video.
Yeah.
Hands on the floor.
Your face is fine. Caleb, shut
Waiting
up.
on them. All
Am I
right.
cute?
I'll wait.
Do I look good?
Yeah, you look great, Nick. Okay, what is your favorite song off of Thrones?
My favorite song is definitely Body Snatcher.
Definitely Soundtrack to a Murder.
Definitely 6 Feet Deep.
In His Image is definitely my favorite.
I gotta give it to In His Image. That one is that one was really fun to write.
I think it's my favorite because it's really fast and it's really hard, but it's like really easy at the same time. As long as I can play fast.
Just 'cause it's the heaviest. And I like my little bass, little thingy in the breakdown. That's it.
I had so much fun writing it, and even from the beginning, it was one of my favorite instrumental demos that we had.
Doesn't get enough support at all, but it's my favorite.
I gotta give it to In His Image. That one is that one was really fun to write. But my favorite song to play live is Walk in Love. That one is like so fun to sing.
What is your least favorite?
Paranoid. By far, Paranoid is the least worst song in the world.
All right.
I don't know if I can choose like a least favorite because I like all of them, but Daybreaker is really old for me because it's like we've been closing with it for so long that I'm past it. We've already made so much more new music that's like way beyond that level.
I put a lot of work into them, and I'm proud of all of them, and I like all of them really. But I guess my least favorite would have to be Daybreaker, just because it's an old demo, one of our oldest from the album, and so I've heard it so many times, we've played it so many times that I guess I've kind of grown out of it.
This is a controversial opinion. It's probably Brood. I think that's one of our weakest ones because that was written like right after our first EP, and so it was kind of like we were still kind of feeling out what we wanted to do, and I actually did not write the chorus melody on that. We had a friend help us out, and so I basically didn't really do much on that song. I don't really like it that much.
Definitely Daybreaker, just because it's so overplayed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Funny stories from the writing process.
There's a couple funny moments that I can think of. Like I remember Paranoid had a totally different chorus melody, and it was too low for me to sing, that like our pitch correction wouldn't even pick up the pitch that I was singing. And so I had left to go somewhere, and I came back, and I just completely rewrote it in the car.
We once played a show where I had to leave a track meet early, and I got to the show, like I didn't even go home. I went to the show and I changed at the venue, and we just ran the show right after
Was that March 1st?
Yes,
It was pretty bad.
That was our second show ever.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I quit track must have been the year after that, my senior year.
I learned Hollow Bodies by Plus the Fall, and that riff like wrote Brood Vipers. If you listen to it, it's not the same riff, but the rhythm is like almost identical. So if you listen to Hollow Bodies by Plus the Fall, why do I keep doing finger?
I didn't even know that, dude. What would you say is the biggest disagreement that the band had while writing the album?
Probably drums. I feel like the drums, I'm pretty needy, and I'm kind of like a narcissist at heart. Obviously, we're all broke, and it costs money to buy mics and record drums and stuff like that, so it was a big disagreement on whether we should use fake drums, like MIDI drums, or use real drums. The drums were such a huge thing that was like, we had to fight about like how we wanted the drum sound. Ethan wanted more like a live drum sound, and then we were more into the processed drums, especially like Throne stuff was super processed, like the Buster mix. Mm-hmm. So the difference between like processed drums versus like the more 2010s, like really raw drum sounds, that was where our biggest debate was, I feel like.
Money stuff was hard because I remember we had a disagreement over whether to go to a studio and pay a guy to record drums with someone else, and that did not end up happening, which I think I'm grateful for because the process taught us a lot about DIY and doing everything at home doing it ourselves. And so I'm glad that we went with the live drums in the Boston's garage.
Everybody already said the drum mix, and I agree that was probably the biggest one, but I'm going to talk about the second biggest one. The chorus melodies were a big one, but also the mix. We spent a lot of time going back and forth on a mix because, firstly, I didn't know what I was doing, and secondly, I was working with a lot of new things that I hadn't before, and so it was like a lot of stuff was going on at once, and we had to pass it back and forth, but eventually we got to a product that's okay, in my opinion.
And what music do you listen to that would surprise our audience? Anything not metal?
I listen to a lot of country music. I listen to a lot of Ty Myers and Tyler Childers and Zach Bryan.
My music taste right now is actually like, it's like a 70-30 split. I don't actually listen to that much metal right now. It'd have to be right now a lot of Suicide Boys and Zach Bryan.
So many Zach Bryan.
It's a crazy, crazy split.
Oh yeah, and ABBA.
Dancing Queen, listen to it.
That's the one right there.
I'm really generic and like I listen to mostly metal. Like that's what we write. So I know those dudes. We're talking about it with Collective Dust. Like the dudes in August Burns Red, or who was it? It was Disciple that listened to mostly like.
They listen to like no metal at all.
Yeah, and Borba listens to like hymns and all that. I listen to country too. I mean, average white boy music like Zach Bryan, Tyler Childers.
Right.
I mess with them a lot, but I would say country. I listen to some country like that. It's not the old country. It's not the real country. Whatever, but I like it.
I listen to a little bit of really everything, but probably the big surprising ones are going to be Freddie Dredd. He's a rapper from Canada. I'm a huge fan of him. I'm really big on the Smiths and the Cure, new wave stuff like that. And then I'm into electronic stuff like Virtual Riot. I'm a big Virtual Riot guy.
I got a couple. I listen to some jazz fusion, namely Bill Wirtz. I also like a lot of Japanese music like J-Rock, stuff like that. And also, I'm a big electronic guy too. I listen to a lot of electronic stuff.
Listen to Thrones in your own time.
I do. I was thinking about that though. I don't know if I listened to it a whole lot more. I used to, whenever it was dropping in like April probably, because it dropped in May. So like April to May, it was all I listened to. Like I was super hyped. I was listening to the mix on it. And now it's the new stuff that I'm listening to, like almost primarily. I still listen to Thrones here and there, but like it's mostly the new stuff.
I absolutely don't. I listened to it one time as soon as we released it, and I listened to like maybe one song every 3 months.
I did a lot. I think I listened to it the most before it got on Spotify, and then once it got on Spotify, I like was bored of it already. So, but I do listen to like Body Snatcher a lot and Walk in Love. I think those ones are fire.
I listened to it a couple times, and I absolutely do not listen to it anymore because I'm so much more proud of what we're currently writing and about to be done with. And so Thrones just pales in comparison.
I do. I definitely listen to our new stuff more. Hush Hush, Top Secret. I can't talk about that. But I do listen to the Thrones, especially when we're approaching a show, and so I'm running the set list over and over again, almost like practice. I listen to it in the car and stuff. This guy.
If you had to explain the story behind Soundtrack to a Murder, what would it be? Because I know that we've tried to do it in podcasts.
Yeah. I talked about it a little on the Heavy Praise podcast. So basically, it's written from the perspective of a man who's killed in his home by an intruder. And so he's shot and he dies in his house and he meets God and he has to come to terms with his death. I really was inspired by Greeley Estates on that one because they're big storytellers with songs like I Shot the Maid and Desperate Times and stuff like that. So that's why that one was so fun for me to write, because I was really telling a story more than any of the other songs.
So with the feature, how was the bill on that? Like, what did you take inspiration from? Stuff like that.
So I wrote the vocal dynamic very inspired by King for a Day by Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens. With each line is the other vocalist, where there's just this back and forth, really like fast-paced dynamic. And we're all big fans of Convictions. I love Mike and his vocals, and so we were thinking of who could fit that song, and we were just like, why not Mike? And we shot him a message on Instagram. He was super cool, really nice. Had a few phone calls with him about the song, and he absolutely killed it. So that was really cool. All right, thank you.
Okay, wait, hold on. I wanted to add something in there.
Oh, okay.
I want to say Adam, he's
Yeah.
a very special boy. And even though we were very patient with him, he's a little ratty. So if anyone's looking for a new vocalist, he's about to be out of
He's giving me away. Practice. I listen to it in the car and stuff. This guy.
Keep it rolling.
He crawled to the.
I heard him. I could hear him crawling back there, and then y'all were like trying to laugh.
This is what we put up with.
Dude, we almost made
You got an egg?
Did a
an egg.
all that for a boiled egg. Bro, I'm cutting.
Oh, raw
It's
egg.
clean.
We almost made it all the way through when you went to go get an egg, bro. I tried. I could hear you crawling behind the couch. And
Nick, do you want to explain yourself?
I needed.
I was so close to losing it. When he opened the fridge, that's what got me. I was like, oh my god.
he's back. He's
Yeah.
wants more.
Get some last minute notes in here trying to.
He's got to replace his IDKs with real answers.
Yeah.
So do you still want me to skip those three?
No, I'm gonna do the Brutal Viper. I'm gonna do the funny. I think I spelled disagreement.
Love it.
It says what?
Diagreemed.
Dying right.
Paranoid. He spelled it. Oh, yeah, and he wrote body snader, and he spelled paranoid with an extra I instead of an A. Alrighty.
We have 3 more months until Unbroken Reign is
You
expired.
shut. I might have to. I love you. I love you.
We'll do the thing.
I forgot what I said the first time. Welcome back to Greekcast.
Today is a very special day.
Can we start a podcast?
We already have one, remember?
Oh yeah, we do.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes.
That was the one day that went closer.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna sit.
All right. First things first. What is your favorite song off of Thrones?
I'm
Embarrassed.
Hold on. Alright, Adam, re-ask it. I'm gonna ask from you 2
You're
boys. Look.
I think he needs y'all to turn around. He's bright red right now.
Rose beet red.